So the last way to help you develop a thriving career is to develop an expert career. You want to be an expert in your field, okay? So when you are an expert, you have a great understanding of the topic that you're sharing, and you know everything about the topic inside and out. And that is considered an expert, right? You know how to apply your knowledge in different ways, and every time people ask you a question about your field, you know the answer because you are an expert. Okay, and when you're an expert something, you enjoy talking about day and night. You know, you just can't stop talking about it because you love about it, because you have to love what you're doing to become an expert. Okay, because an expert need to know a lot about their subject, right? And in order to know a lot about a subject, you have to continue learning and growing. Okay, and today is important to become an expert because today information are everywhere. People posting everywhere on the internet, books, video, podcasts, training, seminar, so much information. And sometimes people get overwhelmed with so information and they don't know who to trust. So who do they trust? They look for the expert. Okay, they look for the people that are expert in the field and they go learn from it. And that's why you want to position yourself as an expert. Okay, and then people will come to you because you are an expert. Okay, and so it's important. And to position yourself as an expert in your career, it also requires education and experiences, right? It's the same. So in this case, when it comes to education, whatever field you're in, you want to make sure you learn from every type of education. Formal, go to college and university to get education. Informal, attend workshop, training to learn about your field. Self-education, keep on reading books, watch video, podcasts to learn as much as possible so you know. Because you are an expert, you need to know your topic inside and out. And without learning from different type of field like that, then it's hard for you to become an expert. And that's why it's important for you to learn different type of area as possible. Okay, and also sometimes if you just learning from like college and university today, sometimes people don't trust the university and colleges, you know. But if you are just learning from university and colleges and you encounter people that don't trust the educational system, they don't trust you because you are learning from somewhere that they don't trust. And when they don't trust you, then they won't come to you, right? So in this case, if you learn from every area like that, you have more knowledge and skill, so they can still trust you. Yes, you might have an education at university, but you still have knowledge from workshop, from seminar, through reading books, watching podcasts. That means they can still trust you a lot more than if you just have an education at college and university, right? And also, there are a lot of people that trust university and colleges, right? If they need to see that you have the degree in order for them to trust you. But if you don't learn from college and university, then you miss out opportunity. You miss out opportunity from the people that trust the educational system. And so that's why it's important to learn from different area to be born an expert, to position yourself that you can help anybody when they need help. Okay, and that's why getting education from different fields is so important, to position yourself as an expert. Okay, it's the same with experiences. You want to get experiences from different level as well, such as try to get experiences from education, higher education. Okay, see how can you get experiences, work at higher education, work at the government level. Okay, because they are highly recognized. And also informal, you want to learn how can you seek experiences from community-based organization, private and public organization to help you gain more experiences. Because remember, different type of organization, different level require you to apply your knowledge differently, right? And which means the more you apply your knowledge in different field, which means you are an expert. You know how to apply your topic inside and out and in every way. And that is considered an expert, okay? And also remember, sometimes people don't trust Education. If you are just teaching or getting working experience at the education level or the government level, sometimes people don't trust the government, right? Or the education. But if you just have that experiences, then some people won't trust you and then they won't come to you. And it's the same with other people. Sometimes other people trust experiences from the education, right? And so, which means you need to have a wide variety, so you can have that position yourself as an expert, so people can see that you can apply and help them at different level, and that is important, and that is considered being an expert. You know how to apply your knowledge and skill anyway, and that is considered an expert. Okay, and also by doing that, by getting education and experience from different level, not only position you as an expert, but also help your career grow, right? Because your growing career acquire education and experiences, okay? And also will help you with your passionate career also. Okay, and also you want to apply your knowledge in many ways as possible, right? Through writing, in speaking, teaching, coaching, creating. Remember, an expert know how to apply their knowledge and skill across multiple platforms, okay? And you want to have that experiences in all those different areas, okay? Yes, you don't need to be an expert in all those areas such as writing, speaking, teaching, coaching, or creating, but you want to have the foundation, okay? You want to have the skill of speaking. You want to have the foundation skill of writing, of teaching, of speaking, of creating program and services, okay? But you don't need to be an expert in it, but you want to have foundation. So when someone needs help with all those areas, you still have the knowledge and skill to help them, right? But of course, you want to be an expert in one or two field only, right? So in those areas, you want to pick one or two, and then you want to be an expert in those one or two fields. But you want to have the foundation in applying all those areas, okay? Because for example, today, people come with different backgrounds, okay, and history. And like, for example, let's say that someone needs help with coaching, but you don't have the knowledge in coaching, then how can you help them? And then you're not an expert anymore, okay? Yes, maybe your coaching method is not the top, you're expert in it, but at least get a foundation how to coach people successfully, okay? Because people need help in many different ways, okay? They need help with coaching, speaking, with writing, and you want to make sure you have the foundation to help them, right? But of course, you want to be an expert in one or two field only. But the key is the foundation, okay, of all those areas. Because remember, an expert know how to apply the knowledge and skill in every way, okay? And that is important to understand. Okay, so like another example why we need English, math, and science in college, because we need those foundations to become successful in our career. So like, for example, in college, right, when we get a bachelor degree, we still need to take English, math, science, and history, right? That's the general ed requirement that you have to take. We need those general ed courses because we need the basic, so we can become successful in our major. But without the basic knowledge of English, math, and science, then how can you write papers successfully if you don't know English and writing, right? Or sometimes in our major, you need a certain level of math, to think logically and do certain math skill. But you don't have math skill, then how can you become successful in your major? Correct? So, and yes, you don't need to be an expert in English, math, and science. You just need the foundation, the general course. That's it. But you need those to successfully become successful in your major. And that's why you want to learn how to apply in every field: writing, speaking, teaching, coaching, and creating. Okay? Just the general, just the foundation to help you position yourself as an expert. Okay? And again, the more you apply your knowledge and skill like that in cross multiple fields, you also increase your creativity. Okay? Creativity is just about applying your knowledge and skill in different ways. That's it. And the more ways you apply, the more creative you become. And the more creative you become, the more successful you become, right? Because creativity is so important. Okay? So in this case, an expert also needs to become a lifelong learner, right? Long learner of learning and experiences. Because why? Because new knowledge and skill is developed every second. And as an expert, you need to be at top of your game, which means you need the current knowledge and information, right? But if you never learn, then you have outdated information. And then how's that an expert? An expert is being top of your game, knowing new knowledge, knowing new skill once they develop, and that is an expert because you don't want to teach people outdated information, right? Then how can they become successful? And so that's why become a lifelong learner and going out there and getting new experience daily and often is important to position yourself as an expert so people are willing to want to get help from you. Okay? So that and an expert career, okay?